Good morning, everybody. Welcome to November 23rd live workshop for Easy Algo. Thank you for joining us. We've got a lot of new people coming in from our Twitter sources and from Telegram. We're really happy to have you here. Today, we are going to go through the basics of our premium indicators with our amazing creator and head guru, Seth. He's going to show you guys the basics of the market, how to understand the difference between smart money and dumb money. How our indicators work and make it very easy for you to understand. If you've seen the video that we put out for the promotion, it's like I like to say, wall hacks for the charts. Looking at charts can be daunting, can be difficult to understand. We make it easy, hence the name Easy Algo. Once we're done the presentation, please hold on to your questions till the end, and we will absolutely answer them. In addition to that, for joining us today, you are going to get a link for a 7-day free trial. So that'll get you into our Discord, 100% full access to everything that we do, all of our mentors, all of our training, all of our live calls, all of our live sessions, all of our live trading sessions, our daily support chats, the whole kit and caboodle. And then if you go through the 7 days, you decide you want to stay with us, we, of course, are going to give you a discounted offer for our for the indicator package and for the membership to hang out with us here at Easy Algo. So stick around till the end. We will drop the link in the chat when the time is ready to get everybody sign up. Then I'll move over into the Discord with you guys as you're coming along, help you step by step, get everything set up, get your indicators on board, show you the right directions to start watching some videos, how to be able to get the basic understanding of what we're doing from your own perspective. That'll give you a day to practice, because we really don't trade on weekends. We like to take weekends off because we made enough money during the week. So that'll give you some time to get ready, get prepped, get your charts going, and then tomorrow night we start the events with the pivot party. And we have a bot that's going to find us the best assets to trade for the week, starting on Sunday night. You don't have to be there, but that'll be your first event. So once we're done the training, we get you set up today. You guys can do some homework for a day, and then we start the week's journey. And with that, I introduce Seth. He's the creator of Easy Algo.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Super excited to be sharing this with you and taking you through what we have to offer. So before I go into details, I just want to say that, it doesn't matter where you are on your trading journey, we're going to be showing you tools, strategy, and revealing to you things that will help you on your journey no matter where you are. If you're a beginner or intermediate, even if you're a little bit of an advanced trader, these tools will definitely be super helpful for you. And today we're going to go through and reveal some of the main challenges most traders are experiencing and methods of how to overcome those challenges. So we've put together a very nice little package, strategy, tools, everything you guys would need to become very, very successful in the markets. But let me just focus what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be going through some of the 4 aspects, which I believe if any trader learns how to benefit from these key aspects, they will become very consistent traders. Number 1 is how to identify the directional bias of the market. This is a number 1 issue I find in most traders. Number 2, how to find the best entries, exits, and stop loss levels. Number 3, how to spot pools of liquidity, which we call these max pain zones, which is also understanding where liquidity is located on the charts. And then finally, number 4, how to find the best tokens to trade every day. If you can understand these core aspects, I believe any trader can become a very solid and consistently profitable trader. So today we're going to go through and I'm going to show you exactly how our system helps you understand all those components and gets you on the right track. So Edward just spoke about the bonuses. Everyone here gets a 7-day free trial, and we're going to give away 3 free 30-day subscriptions we're going to do like a random kind of pull of the hat. So whoever joins the 7-day trial has a chance of winning that as well.
I am now at this point going to generate the random number generator. It will be between the 1 and 65. There will be five people selected. So once you get into the group, I will do an announcement with individuals' names who get the free month.
Awesome. So why listen to us? We've had multiple groups over the last few years help thousands of traders improve their trading skills. We've brought to the crypto market revolutionary indicators, trading tech, and strategies, which have helped countless traders win in the markets. We've got over 500 5-star reviews, and the people can't be wrong. So Easy Algo was created to help simplify trading for traders. We've got so many testimonials showing how much it's helped, so many videos. So we know our products work and we know we can help you get on the right track. What Easy Algo does, it helps traders achieve more consistent results through proven strategy, our price action tools, and our expert coaching and mentorship. In this triangle, this is what we figured out really helps traders. If you can have a winning proven strategy with the right tools, price action tools, and the right mentorship to guide you, this components can definitely help you get you on the right track. So we've put all the pieces of the puzzle together to make it super easy for all of you to win. Our tools are bear and bull market proof, which means it doesn't matter what the market conditions are doing, you will make profit. If the market's going up, you'll make profit. If it's going down, you'll make profit. We're not waiting for a bull run or a bear market. We can make money no matter what the market is doing. So a lot of people aren't aware that you can actually make money in any market conditions with our strategy. So let me start. Number one, how to identify the directional bias of the market. We use a tool called Trendex. This is our main trading tool, and it's a price action tool. So basically, this is our top indicator, and everything revolves around Trendex. If you're new to the group, we always recommend everyone start with Trendex because it's quite easy to learn. And then as you get more skillful, you can advance to some of the other indicators, which I'll go through in a moment. What Trendex does is it helps you identify key levels on your chart, and it really just simplifies and shows you where the best places to enter, and also gives you information about what are the conditions of the market you're trading. So this is a leading indicator. Most of our indicators are leading price action indicators, which sets us apart from other companies. Most other indicators out there are lagging, they're repaints. They actually give you the information when it's too late, whereas our indicators show you things before they actually happen. So if you look in this example over here, you can see we've got these wide, can you see these yellow lines? They're wide. So this is showing us our weekly pivots. And this is the previous weeks, and this is the new weeks over here. So what we do is we wait to find these narrow pivots. These narrow pivots, basically we scan the market, we find all the tokens with these narrow pivots, and we have the pivot party on Sundays where we go through that. Edward will take you through all of that. And we find these tokens with these narrow pivots. These narrow pivot tokens show us that this token has a high probability of going into a trending phase. So you can see this is when it just started over here, and then it kind of exploded off of this platform. So this is kind of how we show you that this is a leading indicator, because when we find these patterns, we're basically scanning all the patterns in the market from all the tokens. We're looking for narrow pivot patterns, and these are the specific ones we're looking for that give us these clues as to what's going to happen next. So you can see over here, this is basically how the Trendex is structured. We have these narrow grids in the center, and we're searching for the narrow grids because that's letting us know that these are going to be the best tokens to actually trade. But what we do is we have grids. These are called our Trendex grids. We have grids for weekly pivots, monthly and daily. So it works no matter what kind of a trader you are. If you're a scalper, if you're a swing trader, if you're a mini swing trader, we can adapt to your trading style. But every week, we basically look out for the weekly pivots. They come out on Monday morning at the market open. And then based on that, we find all the narrow ones. And these become the assets you want to trade for the week, because they give us a very, very high probability of what are the best tokens to trade. And they help let us know what is the bias of the market. So you can see this is the pivot in the center. If price is above this pivot, it means we're looking for longs. The market is going up. If it's below, it means we're looking for shorts. The market is going down. So this pivot line acts as a line in the sand that lets you know whether the market is going to be in a bull market or a bear market. And it gives us an understanding of what are we looking to trade. If we're looking for short trades or we're looking for long trades, we can find that within this indicator. So you can see over here, if price is above the pivot, if it's above this pivot, we're only looking for longs. So it's really just, it simplifies market bias. If it's underneath the weekly pivot, we're only looking for shorts. So it really just lets you know what are the conditions of the market without having to guess or wonder. It's just very easy to open your chart, look, and you can immediately identify a price is above this yellow pivot. We're looking for longs. And then you can see over here, I've activated the daily pivot. So the weekly pivot is our bias pivot. We use it to determine the direction of the market. And then we use the daily pivots, these blue lines, to identify what are our entries. So you can see if price is above the yellow line over here, the weekly pivot, we're looking for longs. And every time price gets onto the daily pivot, becomes our entry point. So it really helps break down what is the directional bias of the market and where are the best places to enter your trades. It creates such a nice, simplified, defined framework. Helps you with sentiment analysis. So you can see if we have a very narrow pivot, look, these are actually 3 lines that are combined here. Can you see how super narrow they are? So this means there's a high probability of this token going into a trending phase. But if you look on the next slide over here, look how wide it is. When we have a wide pivot, it means the asset is ranging. When we have narrow, it means it's trending. So if you like to range trade, you just trade all the pivots that are wide. If you like to trend trade, you can trade all the pivots that are narrow. So this gives you another depth of understanding the sentiment of the market. What this tool will do for you, it will let you know, is the market ranging? Is it trending? It'll let you know if it's a bearish market or if it's a bullish market. So immediately you can know, is it ranging? Is it trending? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? Which gives you such deeper insight into making calculated and informed decisions and trading alongside with what the assets are doing. Another method we use to identify the market bias is we use another one of our tools called Imbalance X. Imbalance X is also another price action indicator. We mostly specialize in price action indicators because they function primarily off of what's happening within price action, with what the candles are doing, with what is actually happening on the chart. So what this indicator does, it looks for these fair value gap momentum bursts. So it's scanning the asset that you're looking for. And what it's doing is whenever there's volatility in the asset, whenever there's momentum, whenever there's more demand coming in or supply coming in, it's marking that out on your chart. And this is what we usually call the start of a round trip. Round trips, we'll go into more details once you're in the group, but round trips just let us know when the market makers are actually starting to move the market either up or move the market down. So we have an indicator that lets you know when's the best time to look for longs, when's the best time to look for shorts, and it really just simplifies understanding the direction of the market because you always want to trade in alignment with the direction of the market. Otherwise, you're fighting an upstream battle and chances are you end up on the wrong side. If price is going up and you entering longs, chances are that wave is going to carry you. So it's very important to understand the bias of the market, and we have all the tools that help simplify that and make that very easy for you. So you can see what it does is identifies this candle separation. When we get candle separation, it's also known as fair value gaps. And these are supply demand shifts or basically momentum that's kind of injecting into the market. It's identifying those exact places, which gives us confirmation of when is the best time to actually enter those trades. Then number 2 over here, how to find the best entries, exits, and stop loss levels. A lot of traders really struggle with knowing where's the best place to enter, where's the best place to exit, and where do I set my stop loss level. But don't worry, we've got you covered. With TrendX, it automatically marks out these levels on your chart. Can you see all these levels? So basically, we've got the TrendX in the center, which is our pivotal piece. It lets you know all that information I was sharing with you just now. It also lets you know all these resistance points, previous week high, previous week low. And basically, it's going to show you each defined support and resistance level and core area where you would look to want to either enter or exit your trades. It really just breaks it down into a very, very simple method, which I'll go into some details now. So the pivot concepts, you can see we've got these levels over here. If price starts above the yellow pivot, it means that we're in a bullish market. So we want to look for our longs. If it breaks above these blue lines, that's the second place you can create an entry. If it breaks above, this is resistance 2 line, you can enter here. So each one of these levels can become a place to look for either an entry or a place to look for an exit. If you enter on top of the yellow line over here, you would look to exit on take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. So it's just giving you a defined framework of where's the best place to enter, where's the best place to exit. You don't need to guess at all. And looking for shorts, if price breaks below the pivot, we're looking for our shorts. And then you can take profit at the weekly low. If it breaks below the weekly low, you can take profit at the resistance 2 or resistance 3. Just super simple stuff. We like to keep things extremely simple, extremely easy for you guys.
Now, do me a favor, guys. In the chat, I'd like you to drop a 1 real quick if you've ever fallen into the trap of a Telegram call channel. If you've ever looked for calls and hoped somebody was going to tell you, okay, enter here, take profit here, do this, stop loss here. You've read those little calls. You know, everybody's kind of, you know, in the shortcut version of life, tried to figure out a way to get somebody to tell them when to trade. Anybody here? We got 1. Just 1? Wow, 2. Okay. Yeah, so a few of you. So clearly you've seen these before. Now, I too, back in the day, did that before I joined Easy Algo back in April of 2023. And I would take those calls and run them against the pivots and run them against the TPs. Those guys had no idea what they were talking about. They were so wrong, it was unbelievable. The indicator gives you the ability to be the caller. We don't make calls at Easy Algo. The indicator just tells us what's going to happen. It's so magical. It's unbelievable how well the chart actually and the candles meet up with the indicator. So at the end of the day, you can simply basically take a trade as it shows with an entry. Set your TP1, TP2, TP3. Hopefully you're hitting TP3. That's the goal, right? We always want to hit that TP3, and yeah, we nailed the trade. But you're going to get this every day on the daily chart and every week with us on the Sunday. We're going to show you what the weekly targets are. I believe this week in the top 10, all 5 of the charted assets hit TP3 of what we picked of our top 10 and charted. All of them hit TP2 at one point or another during the week. So you're going to be loaded on Monday with try to get your entry based on a candle pattern off the daily pivot and take your money out here and leave 10% behind for the bull run. So if you've ever followed a call, you can see where this is the better way and how the chart is actually just going to inform you how to be able to be your own caller from now on.
Just makes it super simple. You see, so the start of the week, the new week opens up and we get the new grid that gets formed. We get this new yellow grid. It's a super narrow one, and we look to enter on the narrow ones because those are letting us know that there's a high probability that this token is going into a trending phase. Because what it's doing, it's actually measuring all the price action in the previous week, and it's finding those tokens that are going into a squeeze. A squeeze is when the price is kind of compressing and going into contraction, and usually price goes from contraction into expansion in the market. It follows this rhythm. So the indicator just easily just spots this for you, and then you have a defined framework to work off of. You enter your long positions when price is above this pivot grid, or you can enter within this pivot grid. There's there are a little bit more details where we work on zones and stuff, but it's very simple. If it breaks above this level, you can enter again. Each one of these becomes your TP levels. So it's just very structured, gives you a nice approach of understanding, where do you enter, where do you exit.
At this stage of the run, we're actually starting to manage those as add-ons because we know that we're in the macro bull market. So what we're trying to do is get those lower entries before you might notice the tokens are popping off from this low level that we're at. Now we're starting to work on as a group how to add to those safely by staying way below price and building that trade up so you get the big money by the time the top of the peak of the bull happens.
Yeah, you see, we've got these different grids, and we've got 3 different types of grids. We've got the monthly grids, the weekly grids, and the daily grids. So the monthly grids for those for looking for bigger swing trades. The weekly grids are more for mini swings, and then the dailies are every single day. If you're just a scalper and you're looking to make 1 to 3% per day, for instance, just makes it super easy. So you'll see in this example, this is our short positions. You enter at any of these entry zones. Breaks below the grid, you can enter. Breaks below previous week low, you enter. So it's just very defined levels of where to enter, and you always set your stop loss very close by, which I'll show you in a second. So you can see over here, price goes up, it hits this previous week high, breaks below it, you can enter. Short it down to the pivot. If it breaks that, you can enter. Down to previous week low. If it breaks that, you can enter. So typically, this is how it works with these grid levels. It finds the perfect levels for you. So you don't need to become a professional chartist. You don't need to learn how to mark out super key levels. That is an art, and that can sometimes take a very long time to learn. Our software does it for you. It just automatically marks out these key levels, prints them on the chart, so you can just focus on entries and exits. You don't have to measure or, I've seen some people mark out their charts and their charts look so messy and so crazy. We've got you covered with all of that. So here in a long entry, you'll see price comes down. Typically at these two blue lines, that's the low of the range, and the two lines at the top is the high of the range. So we're always looking for long entries at the low of the range. This becomes a great place to enter. If it breaks on top of the pivot, that becomes a great place to enter. If it breaks the high of the range, that becomes a very good place to enter. So you can see over here, we've got nicely marked out these levels. Very, very simple stuff. And then for shorting, same kind of thing, breaks below the level. You see breaks. If you enter here, this is the top of the range. Price usually gets to the top of the range and loves to reverse from that point. If it does reverse, we've also got a few candle confirmations that we teach you guys, simple candles that we look for to enter on those specific zones. If it does reverse at this point, comes back to the pivot. If it breaks the pivot, we reverse down to target 2. If it breaks target 2, down to target 3, and so forth. And in this long position, you can see low of the range, we take a long, breaks above pivot, enter long, target 2, breaks above the previous week high, enter long. So you can see it's just trading by numbers, just follow the lines. And then with shedding stop losses, it's the same kind of thing. If price breaks below the high of the range, stop loss just goes above the range high. If it breaks below the pivot, stop loss just comes on the other side of the pivot. And if it breaks below these two blue lines, stop loss just comes above those two lines. So really easily showing you defined places, where to enter, where to set stop losses, and also giving you an understanding of how the market is working with these lines. So another tool we use to find these best entries is Indicator X. Now, Indicator X is a little bit more of one of our advanced indicators, but I just wanted to give you a little highlight of how it works. It is also a fantastic tool. It is a price action tool, and it's actually based on what we call the master pattern concepts. This is the understanding of how the market makers trade, because if you can understand the strategy and the style of how the market makers trade, and you trade in alignment with them, you will essentially always be on the right side of the market. The market makers are the ones who trade with large capital, large position sizes, and they drive and move the market. So us as retailers, we don't drive or move the market, but if we can understand how the market makers trade and trade in alignment with them, we will always end up on the right side of the market. And Indicator X is one of those tools that is designed to work with the strategy of how the market makers trade. And then we've also got the TDIX, which is our oscillator. And these tools work hand in hand, helping us find fantastic entries. So you'll see over here what Indicator X does. It marks out this box. And this box is what is called contraction. So there are 3 phases in the market: contraction, expansion, and the trend phase. This indicator marks out these 3 phases, so we know what phase the market is currently in. When it goes into contraction, we know what's coming next is expansion. And then what happens is it draws this value line out the center. This value line is letting us know that at this point here, this is what we call fair market value. So when price is below the line, we're getting a discount. So we always want to enter our long positions under fair market value and our short positions above fair market value. So it basically just draws a line showing you where you should be entering longs, where you shouldn't be entering longs, keeping you on track. And then we're using TDIX to confirm those entries, because it just lets us know when reversals are going to occur. It's a fantastic tool helping you understand counter trend movements and get those sniper entries. So this is kind of how the master pattern concepts works. And this is based on how the market makers actually trade. So you can see price goes into contraction, which is a squeezing of price. And we identify it by noticing a higher low and a lower high simultaneously happening. So you'll see a lower high is when we get this point and a higher low this point. when you get a high low and a low high happening simultaneously, our software will draw a box around it. You can also do it manually. I used to do this manually for years before I developed the software. And it's quite a cool skill to learn because you can understand how to spot contraction. Once you spot contraction, what comes next is always expansion. Expansion is this: price expands out of this box. So after price goes into contraction, it always goes into expansion. It expands, and then it whipsaws around this value line. This manipulation phase where price is whipsawing around the value line is designed to basically trick the retail trader. It's designed to take the money from the retail trader. It's designed to confuse you. We call it the washing machine effect. I don't know if you've ever been in a trade and you enter a long position and you get taken out. You enter a short, you get taken out, and you just get so confused because you just don't know what the market is doing. It's basically in this phase you're getting caught. So what our software does, it lets you know when it's in this phase, and it lets you know where's the safest place to enter in this phase. And then price will whipsaw, it will manipulate, it will liquidate the retailer. And then when it's taken enough money from the retailer, it will go into the third phase, which is the profit taking phase. So this indicator really just helps you identify these phases. Then we've got the TDIX, which helps with our precise entries. It is basically an EMA, Bollinger Bands, and an RSI all mixed into one, which is a fantastic tool to identify the volatility in the market and when's the best places to enter. So you can see this is the wide RSI line. Every time it breaks out of the Bollinger Band, these become one of our best places to enter reversals. Otherwise, when we get these shark fin dots, these are also reversal entries. So we can use this in combination with all our other indicators. It's just another tool. You know, we've got quite a few tools. We've got quite a few strategies. We teach them all. And then after experimenting and playing around, you can kind of gravitate to which ones you like and develop your own trading style. Every trader will develop their own style, which is unique to their personality and how they like to trade. And then third, how to spot pools of liquidity. Pools of liquidity is very important to become aware of. This is understanding how liquidity is located and where it's located in the market. Price loves to move from liquidity to liquidity. So if we can understand where liquidity is located, we can understand where price is moving towards. So what these levels, this indicator X, it draws out these liquidity levels. And these liquidity levels are showing you where other people's stop loss levels are located. So stop loss levels, I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in a trade, and wherever you put your stop loss, it seems like someone seems to know where your stop loss is located. And basically, the market is hunting for stop loss levels because this is where it can extract liquidity to fill their positions. So for instance, if a market maker has a massive position, let's just say it's a $10 million position that it wants to fill, it can't just enter the market randomly. It needs $10 million of the other side of the market. So if it's entering a buy position, it needs 10 million of sell positions to fill that position. So it needs to find out where stop loss levels located, and it targets these major stop loss levels. So we use these stop loss levels as excellent places to look for entries or to look for exits. And just becoming aware of where liquidity is located gives you an understanding of how price moves and how it's driven in the market. We call them the max pain level, because think about it, when you put a stop loss on the chart, that is the place where you push to the max amount of pain before you give up and you actually exit and lose your position in the market. So once you understand where the max pain levels are located in the market, gives you an understanding of where price likes to travel to. So you can see over here, usually typically it's on top of these liquidity lines or these big wicks. We get them marked out on the chart. And these are very valuable areas. Whenever I mark up my charts, I'm always marking out liquidity. So these liquidity levels created during the expansion phase. Expansion phase is the third phase in the market cycle, where price likes to expand above, below the value line. And at each swing, it will create a liquidity line that will come back and break. So you see it comes up, forms a liquidity line, then it goes up, takes out this liquidity line, comes down, takes out liquidity, takes out liquidity. So this is designed because it knows the retailer is setting stop loss levels here and here. And this phase is just designed to completely wipe out stop loss levels, extracting your liquidity, filling their positions so that they can move price into higher levels. But by understanding this, by having an awareness of how this works, will give you an upper hand in the market, because you will watch price come to these liquidity lines and it will react off of them and then turn around when it hits them. It's actually quite magical when you can tune into the chart to that degree.
I consider it like the candles, like Pac-Man. I leave that on there. I see the little dots across. I'm like, okay, here it comes. Nom, 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 nom. Watch it eat it, and then okay, there's none left. Okay, down. Nom, 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 nom.
Reverse.
It's just amazing. Yeah. Why does it just turn around in the middle of nowhere? That's why. That's why it turns around in the middle of nowhere.
So this chart over here, guys, this is the Bitcoin chart, and I posted this here a few weeks ago, and I said to everyone, price Bitcoin is going to take out this liquidity. This is the $70,000 region. And what did it do? It went up there, it took it out, and then it just took off from there. So it's just a perfect example of how it's inevitable. I mean, if you look at this chart, every liquidity line has been taken out, taken out, taken out. Look, every single liquidity line was taken out. So you could have just set your order at a liquidity line, waited for price to get to that level, and you would have got an amazing entry right now. And I mean, this is when price was still in the 60,000s. You would have made $40,000 profit on your Bitcoin if you had just purely followed these liquidity lines. So basically, this is what it's designed to do. It's designed to help you understand the smart money positioning versus the dumb money. So the dumb money are the retailers, the smart money is the market makers. And we want to trade in alignment with the smart money, because the smart money are the ones who are, they're in control of the movement. We want to ride it on their wake so we can always stay on the right side of the market. But I'll give you an understanding of how this works. So this is the neutral zone. This is the contraction zone. This is the value line. And you can see price oscillates above, below, and above this value line. So how it works is, as price gets above the value line, it will create these big green candles. And a lot of times when a person sees a green candle, they just enter their buy position because there's this FOMO, this is automatic trading. It's emotionally, trading is emotional. It's got its strategy, which is simple, but the biggest challenge traders have is understanding how to control their emotions when they trade. So what happens is it creates a big green candle, dumb money buys, and then smart money sells to the dumb money. And then what happens is price drops down and it comes all the way down. It liquidates the dumb money. And then what the dumb money does, it sells. And then the smart money buys from the dumb money. So in this equation, smart money is always buying from dumb money is always selling to smart money, but the dumb money is always losing and the smart money is always winning. And this is happening over and over again. So if you want to win as a trader, you have to understand how the smart money trades, and you have to trade in alignment with them, because if you trade like the dumb money, you will consistently lose. If you trade like the smart money, you will consistently win. But we go into a lot more detail of how this works as well. And then number 4, how to find the best tokens to trade. This is one of our most enjoyable indicators and software that we've created. It's pretty revolutionary. We call it Scanner X. Now, what it does is it's a scanner that scans the whole crypto market and it finds all these narrow pivots. It's based off of the Trend X, helps you find the best tokens to trade. It also gives you a sentiment score every day. So you can log on, you can see, is it best to look for longs today? Is it best to look for shorts today? So you can trade in alignment with the market. What it does is, you see it's on the dashboard, it shows you nicely what is the conditions, bullish, bearish conditions, and it works with multiple exchanges as well. So if you're on Bybit, Binance, BitGet, Mixi, or what's this other one? So you can, it's got 5 exchanges.
OKX, I think we are there.
That's OKX, yeah, OKX. Thanks for that. So and then what you can do is when you come into the dashboard, you can look for monthly pivots if you're a swing trader, weekly if you're mini swing, daily if you're a scalper. And then you can look if you're looking for wide pivots. So you want to range trade, narrow pivots if you want to trend trade. If it's below the pivot, you're looking for shorts. If it's above, you're looking for longs. So you can really customize what kind of trades you're looking for. And you can find those that are exactly in alignment with your trading style, how you prefer to trade, just simplifying, and what is the best tokens to trade based on their price movement and that kind of thing. It's designed to... Yeah.
This is in addition to, so if you're a scalper and you're looking for new assets to get into in the moment, and you want to be able to make sure that you find something quickly. This is updating every 5 to 15 minutes, so you have access to anything in the positions you're looking for. If you're a specialist in shorting, you can find things that are below the weekly pivot in an instant. You can find if they're also reaching their daily pivot, et cetera, et cetera. It's very easy to use. We as a group, and when you're first starting, yes, you'll get the ScannerX app. It is actually a web app. It's a web page, so it's usable on one device, on your PC, on your phone. You can save it to your homepage as a native web app on your device. We did have Apple app and a Google app, and at our last workshop, of course, Google decided to just snap it. So Seth and the developer acted quickly. We now have it as a web app. Heck with them. We're paying them no fees. They can beat it as far as we're concerned. But when you're first learning, again, if you're not an experienced trader, you're not really well versed in what to do and how to read Trendex, because the first thing you should do is when you join the group is focus on Trendex. As you notice in the scanner, it is showing you the Trendex pivots. The whole idea behind the ScannerX revolves around the Trendex methodology. So your first act of business, don't worry about rushing in to get your MEM ID. Don't worry about rushing in to get your scanner. You're going to get a welcome message from the bot when you join. It's going to give you send you to the welcome section. It's going to give you the start here instructions to be able to get everything set up. And then the first two things you're going to learn is one of the lines in Trendex and the lesson 30 as trained by Seth on ProMod, our main trainer strategy, which is going to teach you an understanding of exactly how Trendex works. We say watch 30 times. It's a 1 hour video, but the first 20 minutes has a PDF and instructions. And we always say watch 30 times. And once you get that, then it makes sense for you to move over to looking at the scanner, because it'll make sense to you. It won't just be Greek. You're not just poking around. You're not just trying to find things. So it's very important to follow the process. It's a cool toy, but you just don't rush into it.
So what it does, it helps you identify which tokens are in the trending phase. This is how we use it to our advantage. Because if we can identify the trend phase is what we call the profit-taking phase. And the more accurate you can identify these trend phases, the more money you make in the market. So he has a quick analysis of how this Trendex works. So you can see this is a pivot grid for 1 week. The yellow is the weekly, so it works off 1 week's worth of data. So from here to here is completely 1 week. And you can see this week it's wide. So we're not really going to trade on these wide ones unless we want to range trade. Otherwise, we're waiting for the narrow ones. So usually when it's wide 1 week, the next week it's going to be narrow. And then the week starts out, we can see it's narrow, and then we're looking for our entries on top of the grid. It's letting us know the squeeze is happening. And then you can see we get these explosive movements. Prices take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, and even further than that. And this happens pretty common. Every week we get a couple of tokens doing this, and we help you find those tokens every week that has the highest likelihood of achieving this. Then what we have is something called the inside pivots. You'll see we've got the unicorn pivots.
The unicorn of pivots, yeah. You've got a horn on it.
Kind of looks like it. You can see we've got these narrow lines, and they're inside the previous week. When we get a pivot inside the previous week's pivot, these ones are some of the best tokens to trade. And we're actually building into our scanner at the moment an ability to scan the market every week, every day, every month, and find these inside pivots, because we've recognized these patterns have a high probability of making explosive movements, and it helps us capitalize off of these patterns. So this is what I love about price action. Price action does not lie. It does not lag. It does not repaint. It shows you something that has a high probability of repeating. And once we can identify those patterns over and over again, we have a high probability of making profits. Because most traders, the most successful traders, they have one strategy that they follow, and they only follow that strategy with very strict rules. And they're only looking for that one specific pattern, that one specific move, and they trade that over and over again. As soon as you start jumping around and trading a strategy here, trading a strategy there, you're not going to become a consistently profitable trader. So the key is to identify patterns that have high probability of success, and then only trading those patterns. And this is what I love about Trendex, because it's in its simplified nature of trading. It just shows you the best patterns to trade and makes it very easy of where to enter, where to exit. Honestly, there's no better tool for any trader.
As I mentioned at the beginning of the beginning this week, the top 10 tokens that we provided, 5 of them hit TP3, and the other 5s hit at least TP2. This is where we developed, as Seth just mentioned, finding the best tokens to trade ahead of time. Again, this is like we have a crystal ball here. We might as well use it properly. So each and every Sunday, the first event that you're going to be invited to at the start of your 7-day journey is to the pivot party, which is tomorrow night. Now, the pivots release, I'm going to stop you from asking this question later because this question comes up all the time. No, we can't change the global financial time frame to your time zone. So the pivots come out at 000 UTC when the global daily candle closes. So that's when they come out. So you're going to be like, hey, I trade at 4 p.m. Can you make the pivots narrow when No, it's not. We tried. We called. They said no. They denied the request. So no, it always comes out same time every day. Can't stop it. When the daily candle closes, because the crypto market is 24/7. So everything revolves around that 24-hour clock. So 000 UTC is when it comes out. So each Sunday, 30 minutes before the weekly pivots come out, which is 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure what the it's like 23:30 UTC, so a half hour beforehand. We all gather in the Discord and we start finding tokens to trade. Now our scanner bot, which you see here on the slide, it only scans Bybit. They had the easiest APIs for us. They had a large selection of tokens, so we scan that. But there are tokens on other exchanges that you may find that might be having upcoming pivots. In our indicator, we have an option called the next week pivot. So you can, but for that first 30 minutes before the candle closes, we all join as a group. We look at your favorite tokens. We open up the next week pivot. We can identify before the candle closes what's going to be the good ones. What do we got for super narrows? What do we got for inside narrows? And we start to build that list together. The bot is then at the candle close going to scan the market for the first 15 minutes of the trading day, and it's going to produce a text document as you see here. You see the little download option on the bottom. It's going to produce that. We then grab that. We run what we see from the bot against the list of tokens that you guys have provided me to add to our list. We're going to wait for the Asian market to open, which opens at the same time at that daily candle open, and then the second Asian market opens an hour and a half later. It takes about 2 hours. We watch, see what the market does. What's the direction going to be? We don't trade on Sunday nights because it's up and down. It's all over the place. They're trying to the big money, the millionaires, the big players that play off daily candles and weekly candles are inputting their money into the market at that point. So we're going to watch that volatility. We wait for Asia market to close, and we wait for UK to close, and then we watch for New York to open. And we see what direction New York's going to take things for the week. We get an idea of the trend. We've already done a live trading session. After we pick those tokens, Pramod then in the UK session identifies them, boils them down to 10, and then you guys get 10 perfect assets to trade for the week. And again, that all comes from here. These are all importable into Tradingview. The list we provide for you will also be importable into your Tradingview, so you can pick your 2 or 3 tokens that you want to focus on for that week. Again, you shouldn't be trading 10, 15 tokens in a week, unless you're a super scalper and you've done it and you follow Crypto Crisp and you're a guru and you want to do a class. But you should be picking 2 or 3 assets so you can accurately mark the levels. By seeing that we have a super narrow weekly pivot on a Sunday, it almost guarantees we will get 2, even 3 super narrow daily pivots through the week, which means we get our 2 or 3 perfect trades sometime before Thursday of that week. So we tell the future. So we take advantage of the opportunity that the indicator can do that for us.
So this is how it works with these narrow pivots. We have the monthly pivots, we have the weekly and the daily, basically just helping us identify this. The monthly pivots are showing us the higher time frame pivot structure. So if we're looking at the monthly, we're looking at the long-term trend. The weekly gives us the midterm trend, and then the daily gives us the short-term trend. When they all come into alignment, we can get fantastic trades as well. Even if they're not all in alignment and it's just the weekly and the daily that are in alignment, it's perfect for scalping. So basically, it just kind of shows you the best conditions and environment to trade within.
All right. And so I'm going to post, just forgot to make this, make a quick post. Join here for the 7-day trial. And a chance to win 1 free month. So what you're going to get is by joining the 7-day trial, I'm going to drop a link in the chat here for you after we're done. is a full 1 week experience of what we do. And we just repeat this every week. We work on the repeat till rich methodology in life here. If we're consistent, we can do the same things. We find something that works, and we just keep beating that drum until win Lambeau, right? So tomorrow, as I mentioned, today we'll get you into the group. We'll get your indicators on board. We'll get you over. You can hang on the stage. I'm going to be in there. We'll talk you through everything. If anybody has any troubles, you can't get it loaded, et cetera, we'll get you ready. Then you can be able to do homework, for the rest of the night. Watch some videos. There's lots of videos. We have like 140 live training videos. There's a best of greatest hits area, so you don't have to weed through them all. And like I said, the welcome bot does give you basic instructions on which ones to watch first, so you understand. Then tomorrow night, we start the week. So it's first off, you get the weekly pivot party. Like I mentioned before, you're going to be able to come in. You're going to be able to help us identify the tokens to trade, hang out, relax, just chill. We're not doing lessons. We're not doing teaching. We're not trying to learn anything. We're literally just going to hang out, talk about, what the market's doing, maybe shoot the shit about some alpha tokens, something we know, something we noticed, talk about some gains, have a beer, have a coffee, whatever you want. And then by the end of it, if you're there at the party, I give you the top 20 tokens, because I will boil it down to 20 tokens. So that's kind of a bonus. If you stick around to the end, you get the first 20. And then once that's done, at 3 a.m. Eastern, I believe is it 3 a.m. still with the time change? Is it 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.? Anyway, it's London Market Open. There's an event notification inside the group. You get pinged. We've been messing with this whole daylight savings change on our calendars. We're still thrown off, but it gives you the accurate one in the Discord. You're going to meet with Pramod, our head trainer, and that's the UK session. Again, he talks a lot. He shares a lot of alpha and a lot of basics. Some of the more advanced stuff, some of the more simple stuff, depending on the crowd. I'm sure this week, recognizing that it's going to be a lot of new people, we'll keep it very simple for you guys. He's going to identify the top 10 tokens. He's going to help you start to chart those before the price action movements. He's going to be able to show you where levels are. He's going to show you what we should be looking for. Identify some patterns. If there's an inverse head and shoulders on something, if there's an M pattern, whatever the case, you're going to basically identify all those 10 tokens, and whichever one's your favorite for that week, you're going to get a head start on what to be looking for what days to trade it, and how to follow along, where to set your alerts. Then the US session is going to kick in. You're going to get a little break. US session kicks in. He's going to go over and see, well, okay, now UK's done all this stuff. Here's what the US looks like it might be doing before it opens. Be ready, watch for it. These are your key levels. Keep an eye out, set your alerts. Then 11 a.m., Seth will be doing your first Indicator X training. Indicator X being the more advanced trading tool here. Seth does one lesson a week on that. Sometimes recorded, sometimes live, because it is for the people that are more advanced. Again, you're going to try to, if you're new, you want to stick with the Trend X stuff. It gets you the basics, lets you understand support, resistance, candle patterns, all the stuff you might need. Then you can get into understanding smart money concepts with the Indicator X, the CDIX, et cetera, et cetera. And then right after the training, every day, I open up the stage, and it's just open forum, no holds barred, not recorded, no dumb questions, everything, whatever you need. If you need to figure out how to fix your computer audio, you don't know how to use your Mac, you don't know how to install Tradingview, you need a chocolate chip cookie recipe for your mom that night, whatever, we're there. If I don't know it, I can find it. So we have live daily support Monday to Friday after each training. And then we would just repeat that. The Tuesday again, back to the UK session. Now we're actually looking at trades. Now we're getting in there. Now you're trying to get some money. And then after that is Gordon does a mindset session every week. It's a different, he's got a different syllabus all the time. It's very key understanding mindset, psychology and emotional management, psychology and risk management are one of the biggest parts that you won't find at any other group. And we make sure you have that as well. You need to think the right way, not panic on a red candle, not feel euphoric on a green one and slow down. You have to be able to keep your head in the game at all times. And Gordon's great at helping us do that. And then again, same deal. By that point, Pramod's already got you getting into some trades. He's probably helped you make some calls. He's probably helped you figure out how to get in there. And then again, live with me. Same thing, UK session, US session, hangout, and then community day all day Wednesday. No training. I'm there right from the beginning. I believe it's 10 a.m. Eastern now because of the time change. So we actually rolled it back. So the 11 a.m.s or 10 a.m.s, but again, it'll be in the group. You'll get a notification. So then we're there all day. So you bring your questions. By that point, you've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to be writing stuff down, wondering what you're doing, not sure how to handle things. Bring them. Get in there. I'm in there for 3-4 hours, and we will absolutely go over everything. We can share screens. If you don't know how to do leverage trading, you're confused about how to trade things, how to take profits on your exchange. You don't know how to calculate a position size. You don't know how to withdraw margin. You don't know how to add margin. At any of the stuff you don't know how to use a Web3 wallet. You can't do a transfer. You've never seen a contract address. Whatever your problems or cases are in the crypto space and trading, you bring those to me, and I will get you through it. We will make sure that you get educated very fast, very quickly, very safely. Make sure you don't get wrecked. Okay. And then again, Thursday, same deal. We're back to two levels of live trading and a training. And then Friday, mindset group first thing on the Friday for the US guys, because we have mindset for the UK guys on the Tuesday. We have mindset for the US on Friday. And then one final potluck training. The Tuesday training with Pramod is important. That is Trendex. Thursday is Candlestick. That is the two things you will need to know how to learn. And then Friday, we do a potluck. Whenever the market kind of showed, Pramod will put together a training for you. Say, okay, based on what we saw this week, this is what we should have looked for and identified. And again, by Thursday, we're pretty much done trading. Most tokens have hit targets. Friday, we can back off, chill out. Right after that, we do like a bit Friday chill and chat. Yeah, well, it was summer here. It's now winter here, sadly. I would just I would get away from the screen, crack a beer, go sit on the patio. We can all just hang out on a Friday and talk about what the gains and what we did, what our mistakes were, reminisce, and then take the day on Saturday to go touch grass, hang out with your family, remember why it is we're busting our ass so hard during the week, and then get ready again to repeat on Sunday. On this Friday, for you guys, especially if you're able to make it, I would like you to join, because at that point, we're going to determine whether you'd like to stay with us for the week, stay with us for the rest of the month. If you decide you want to stay and join. If you don't, no problem. Again, this is a risk-free trial, 7 days. You don't have to. It's absolutely free, and it includes everything. So we want to make sure that you're happy, everything's good, it's working. But if it's not for you, by all means, no problem. We're happy to help you be able to cancel it to make sure you don't get charged for it. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link right now in the chat. Now, remember, there's a couple steps. You're going to click here. You're going to sign up for WAP.com, and then you're going to have to join the Discord. It's going to say claim your Discord access. I have a bot in the Discord that is going to look for. It's going to track you. It's going to welcome you. You're going to get a DM from the bot as well. You're going to just follow those instructions. The 12th, 34th, 7th, 50th, and 29th person to join from that list, you're going to get a free month. You guys ready? You're ready to click. Here we go. And go. Click to join. It's in the chat in the Zoom. You still would need to register for the 7-day trial. If you're already a member, well, then clearly don't join. Right? You don't need 7-day trial. You're already paying. And again, what you're getting with this are 2 leading indicators, Indicator X, Trend X, our 4 companion indicators. We got TDIX, Imbalance X, VWAP X. What's the other one there? What's the other one? ATRX. We get the scanner. You get the scanner app for the phone and for web. You're going to get high probability setups from the bot, as well as you're going to get them from Pramod. You're going to get the strategies for Indicator X, for Trend X. You're going to get 4 live trainings a week, plus the live UK sessions and the US session, which we've added. 24/7 support. We have moderators available all day long. We have a ticket platform, ticket system. You just open a ticket. If you're stuck, fuck or screwed, pardon my language, you can absolutely just hit a ticket and we will make sure you are unstuck. We want to make sure you're okay. Never panic again. We're a group. We're here to help. And that's the VIP Discord community doing that for you, as well as our moderators. And of course, the Sunday pivot party with me to get the week started, find those best tokens, figure out exactly what we're going to do. All right. So go ahead and click that link. Make sure you get signed up. I'll drop it again for you. And while people are signing up, is there anybody from the group in here that wants to jump up? Anybody, any of our Easy Algo members here already? Give it a second to give you guys a chance to say anything if you want. No promo code required. That is the link. You just click that link. That'll get you there. Sign up, and go ahead and get in the group. I'm going to open up the Discord here and take a look. And now, again, once you're signed up, once the Zoom is done here, I'm going to open up the stage and we're going to start. We're going to jump in there for you and let you guys get helped. All right, we got some people joining. Tibby, you're in. Welcome. Octopus, Nesso, Andre Pinto, Skyfall. Welcome, welcome, welcome. No mic. No mic. Can't do it. Okay. Now again, not you guys might have some questions before you want to jump in. If you have questions on the bottom of the Zoom there, where you see the react button, I believe you can click the raise hand, and if you do that, we can bring you up. You can ask some questions if you have any.
They can also unmute themselves if they want to talk.
Yeah. If you have any questions, please ask. Now's the time. Wow, we did a damn good job again. No questions.
We did, hey? It's great.
Everybody knows everything. We've just made 55 perfect traders. All right. Can't wait.
Good job.
Millions taken from the market today. Just in one call. All right. Yeah, we got some more joiners. KT, thank you very much for joining. Invest. Rui Fernandez, Rigo, Mako Mikito, Chap Chat, welcome. All right, once again, I'll drop that link for you for those of you that missed it. After the trial, is there other options for plans? There is annual. And so also, by the way, the $69 is $20 because you've joined us here at the session at this. The regular price for the monthly membership is $89. We offer for those that have joined the workshop the $69 option. So you're saving $240 a year because you came and hang out with us today, automatically. In addition, should you decide you want to go up to the annual, on Friday, I will offer you the opportunity. So before you even get charged the $69, if you want to just jump ahead and get into the yearly membership, we can do that for you as well. We do accept crypto payments as well as fiat. For the trial, unfortunately, we can't use the crypto. But if you decide you want to continue on, at that point, I can guide you through, and we'll get you into crypto if you want to pay with crypto rather than paying with your Visa, debit, MasterCard, PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever. I don't know whatever options WAP gives now. Everything but crypto. But now we have crypto. The lifetime is not available, King, unfortunately. Kate, sorry. It is annual only at this point. Not to say we might not do something for lifetime membership as like a raffle or a draw or a contest or a competition at some point. That we've been talking about that for a while. Yes, there is crypto payment for annual plan, Gutham. Absolutely. Apple Pay isn't doing anything. Weird. Check for pop-ups, maybe. It might be a pop-up. Check, see if you have a pop-up blocker. No promo code. Just click the link. That is the plan. This link is hidden. It's not part of our store link. This is only for you guys. So the general public doesn't get this. They get screwed. They're on the Black Friday special right now, which is like it's $89 and they save $20 for the first month. You guys get $69 for joining. If again not charged immediately, it will be at the end of the week. So next Saturday. So if you have any issues, you want to cancel, just open a ticket. We'll click a link. It's 2 clicks. You know, we know not everybody's financially stable, but hopefully with the calls that Pramod's giving and with this macro uptrend we've got right now, you'll just make enough money to pay for your annual by Friday anyway. So yeah, 3 weeks ago, we weren't saying that so much. We were in a bit of a weird slope with the market, but now, yeah. I'm not sure. You'll have to see it, Rob. If it gives you the option for PayPal, I think we're with Stripe. I think it's like Cash App, Apple Pay, crypto, and credit card. I think is the only options there. Pretty sure. I can't see it because I don't have an alt to verify that. Sadly, both my alts are already members. I can't look at what they've changed on the website. All right. So again, any questions? Any other questions? You guys, again, you can open your microphone up if you like. If you want to ask anything, talk to Seth, talk to me. We'll give it another 10 minutes or so here, and then we're going to move this party into the group, and we'll make sure everybody gets guided along and share with you guys how to do it. One of the indicators on a TradingView, easy, absolutely. Kate, you just simply got to claim them in your WAP account. Once you arrive, so first thing you should do is when you join WAP is just go to join the Discord. once you join the Discord, you're gonna get a message from the bot. Your Easy Helper bot's gonna send you a direct message. Check your direct message requests in Discord. Make sure you got that message. That message is going to say, okay, click here first. It's going to bring you to the welcome message. Welcome message first step is going to be the start here section. Start here section, third video or second video will walk you through how to claim the indicators exactly in your WAP account. And I'll go through them as well in the stage in a little bit. Very simply, you're just going to add your TradingView username and click claim. And then you have to refresh your TradingView. Otherwise, they don't show up. In the welcome section, Samad, you can count from the top down from after the time that I dropped to then. So again, a wide open, transparent, is verifiable. So it's by luck of the draw. As you clicked and joined, you may or may not hit that number in the group. And if you try to join, come out and come in, I will catch it. Don't worry. I have no duplicates. I verify that. No game in my system. Do we get also same for gold, silver, oil, and gas? Yes, Mardana. Anything that has a TradingView chart, the indicators will work on to an extent. Some of them are weird, depending on how you got to do some configuration based on what you're trading. Marcello, I will announce who the winners are in about an hour. After we're in the stage. I'm going to go through, I'll do the count right there in front of everybody in the stage. I'll count it down. Okay, who's number 5? Okay, who's number 30? And then I'll build a little Discord post. And then in the announcements section in the Discord, you're going to see a post that'll say who won the free month. You'll know within an hour who's got the free one. Personal indicators be used alongside. Oh, absolutely. A lot of us use free indicators with all of these algo stuff. Like I'm a big fan of the MACD with divergences by David Tech. Pramod taught me that one. It's easier. I wasn't able to process all of TDIX. My brain, I was a beginner just like you guys. I couldn't get it. It's like too much stuff. Don't know. So he's like, just use this one. Oh, okay. So I just use the MACD with that, and it works great. Trendex and the MACD, love it. That and the EMA. That's it. Simple. I don't need a lot, and I just know once you learn candle patterns and you're do it on this line over here. Good. Okay, you're in. You just don't want to use too many. That's the trick. Actually, everybody always likes to think, oh, I need 10 indicators because I got to have a chart that looks like, hieroglyphics. No. Eventually, just with Trendex and like the EMA and candle patterns, you're like, okay, blonde, brunette, redhead. Like it's not the matrix anymore. It doesn't look like a mess. You can see right through it and know exactly what it is. Yeah, once you claim the indicators, Marcello, then you will refresh your TradingView and it will just appear. So let me see how many we got more. We got Johnny, welcome. Cello, Sif P, welcome. Forenza, welcome. Stephen Main, welcome. Sorry, oh, that's a tough one. Saharaj, welcome. MMH, Victory, Greeny, welcome. Crypto Piano, welcome. Okay. So any questions at all? Any other questions before we get in? Does anybody else need the link? Are you all in? Is anybody missing anything? Anybody hesitant? Again, risk-free, 7 days. Come hang out, see what it is. If it's not for you, just open a ticket and we'll drop you a link. Very easy to cancel. But you probably don't want to, especially this week. So in WAP, once you've joined WAP, you're going to click the hub link on WAP. I don't know if you can. Here, I can do this. So up top, right by your name, up here, you see my face. You'll see an option for hub. Click that, and then that'll bring you over. Make sure you click Easy Algo, and then you're in. And then for your Discord access, you should have it under monthly members or 7-day trial. So I think 7-day trial for you guys. Click that one, and then you're just gonna claim your indicator. Sorry, claim your Discord access here. Just put your Discord name in, click claim access, and that will get you. Couldn't verify my payment. Check your payment method, iPhone. I'm not sure. Also, WAP support is really good for the payment side. We really don't handle that. So if you go to just WAP.com and open up their chat on the bottom little corner. They're very good with support. If you're really stuck, you can hit me up on Telegram if you don't make it after we close this up, and we can help you through there as well. Sounds good, Samad. We'll see you there, man. You as well. All right. Okay, we good? Everybody good? I think we're good. Seth, thanks, man.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for joining.
Another good month. It's going to be a good week. This is going to be, I think, of the 3 workshops, this is going to be the best one for results pages for the new people.
It's going to be a very good week, guys. You're in for a treat.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.